So Top Gun Maverick, I know I still haven't seen it. I know the premise. Airplanes that go fast, Tom Cruise, pilots, Air Force, take my breath away. Kelly McGillis not in this one because she's... Never mind. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about here. What the topic of this is... Did I just remix that? Is the fact that a expatriate group of Ukrainians is mad that supposedly there's a secret financier on Top Gun Maverick that was Russian. You know, maybe we should have Yuri Grabbabeech report this. I don't know. But anyway, folks, here we are. Let's discuss this stupidity, shall we? Because, I mean, it's pure ridiculousness. And we'll go through this article. You let me know what you think in the comments below. You guys know the routine. Here we go. Ukrainian expat group questions Top Gun Maverick Oscar eligibility over allegation that a Russian oligarch was undeclared financier. This by Melanie Goodfellow, who is their senior international film correspondent. Yes, I'm sure Melanie's journalistic integrity is shit. A Ukrainian expatriate group disseminated to press an open letter addressed to the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, questioning whether Top Gun Maverick should be allowed to remain in this year's Oscar race following reports the film was partly funded by a Russian oligarch who put money in the film as a silent investor in LA-based New Republic Pictures.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
This is what happens when idiots and assholes are left to their own devices and they don't have to do anything reality-based. Like, you have a group that is solely focused on disseminating whether a movie was financed by a Russian oligarch. Think about that. Let's just think about how stupid that is, how much of a waste of time and resources it is. The mega hit, in which Tom Cruise reprised his role as U.S. Navy pilot Pete Maverick Mitchell, is nominated for Best Picture, Adapted Screenplay, Editing, Original Song, Sound and Visual Effects in this year's Academy Awards taking place this coming Sunday. The Toronto-based Ukrainian World Congress asked the AMPAS to review the film's Oscar eligibility following media reports in January that Russian billionaire Dmitry Rybolev indirectly helped finance the film. Rybolev is on a list of Russian businessmen sanctioned by Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky, who himself is an actor, a liar, and basically just a shitbag human being. The purpose of this letter, per the UWC, is to stamp out the potential for Russian meddling in the content of Hollywood from the people who claimed that Russia interfered in elections, and now they're interfering in movies. Those pesky Russians. Oh, God, this sounds like the 1980s and the Cold War again. The Ukrainian World Congress expresses its serious concerns over Russia's influence on the Hollywood film industry. They should be more worried about China. UWC President Paul Grad wrote, is it Grad the gorilla? In an open letter addressed to the AMPAS President Janet Yang that was circulated to press on Monday during the final 2 days of Oscar voting that ended 5 p.m. Pacific Tuesday. Grad offered an unsubstantiated, speculative, and seemingly shaky smoking gun claim that Rybolev's involvement may have resulted in the Kremlin meddling with the script to remove references to Russia in the storyline as the antagonist in the Top Gun sequel. Rybolev's funding of Top Gun Maverick was not publicly disclosed, and there is no good reason to believe that his involvement may have led to censorship on behalf of the Kremlin, he wrote. Contrary to the original film, Top Gun Maverick makes no direct or indirect reference to Russia. This is hardly a coincidence. Hollywood must be vigilant and transparent of Russian money being used to further pro-Kremlin censorship. Russia, Russia, Russia.
Sure, Jan.
The LA Times reported in a recent breach of contract lawsuit brought against New Republic by its former president Bradley Fisher, the plaintiff alleged that Monaco-based Rybolev played a major role in New Republic funding Top Gun Maverick and the Mission Impossible sequels. Grad described Rybolev as one of Russia's richest oligarchs and a known close friend and business partner of Russia's Deputy Prime Minister Yuri Trutnov. He said the oligarch had also been Belarusian President Alexander Lushenko's biggest business partner in potash exports for more than a decade, helping him sustain his authoritarian regime with cash flows. Top Gun Maverick first began development in 2010, with principal photography taking place from May 2018 to April 2019, at a time of deteriorating U.S.-Russia amid allegations that latter had interfered in the 2016 U.S. presidential elections, which, no substantiation, a fake report.
It's not a lie, if you believe it.
Deadline has contacted Paramount for comment on the letter and its claims. Rybolev, who is known as the Fertilizer King, had been based in Monaco since 2010, where he's the owner of its soccer club. Aside from his recent alleged involvement in Hollywood, Rybolev is a renowned art collector whose collection includes works by Pablo Picasso, Paul Gauguin, Auguste Rodin, and Henri Matisse. Right. If I'm pronouncing any of those wrong, I don't care. Same thing with this Rybolev. It's Rybolovalev. Rybolovalev? I'm just calling him Rybolev. Rybolev previously gained notoriety in the U.S. for his $95 million purchase of Donald Trump's Maison de l'Ami in 2008, which he has since sold. He is among a group of Russian businessmen who were sanctioned by Ukrainian President Zelensky in October 2022, but has avoided sanctions in Europe and the U.S. so far. Okay, so Vladimir Zelensky, really, does he... Who cares what that little fuck sanctions? Like, I think, okay, you want to know where I stand on this? Because I have ancestry in both Russia and Ukraine. Fuck them both. That's what I say. Grad ended his letter with a call to the Academy to reject all films with any direct or indirect investment by Russian oligarchs or other parties enabling Russia's invasion of Ukraine. He also asked the body to issue a strong statement during Sunday night's ceremony condemning Russia's war against Ukraine and any attempts to influence Hollywood and American society. Well, there's only one person who can close this video out. Hello, fat, stupid Americans. I am Yuri Grabbabeech from Communist United News Transmission Service, CUNTS. I have been summoned by Etep, who I still don't know who the hell that is, to talk to you about Top Gun Maverick being financed by Dmitry Rybolovalev. Yes, the name Rybolovlev's off the tongue. That is a pun, get it? Now look. If you want to take the word of some insane Ukrainians who can't even discern whether an occupation is legal or illegal, look, Ukraine, you know you belong to us. Come home. You're like a wife who leaves home without the permission of her husband. We have to coax you back with promises of candy, vodka, and potatoes, and then when you get back, we lock you in the room. No, but seriously, Top Gun Maverick, look, if Dmitry Rybolovalev actually financed this, if he actually did this, you would have to be insane to believe. I mean, look, there is no Russian influence in your American elections. I mean, let's be honest. You've got a better choice of being, shall we say, infiltrated by the Chinese. Just ask your representative Eric Swalwell. Rumor has it, his back door was invaded by Feng Feng. So, as far as Top Gun Maverick goes, look, you can take the word of a bunch of weird Ukrainians and their diminutive president who, look, if you believe he cares about anything that goes out of his mouth, you should see what he puts in it. That being said, folks, I am Yuri Grabbabeech. Man off camera with AK-47 pointed at me says, look, wrap it up. You've got things to do to talk about actual Russian news, not stupid Americans. So, that being said, you should subscribe to Etep channel to see me, Yuri Grabbabeech, and the Communist United News Transmission Service more often. Tell Etep you want me and not him. And I will appear like your American urban legends of Candyman and Notorious B.I.G. in Mir if you say my name 3 times and leave a bottle of vodka out on the nightstand. No word whether I will have sex with your wife or not. So, for all of us in our smoke-filled studio, to your potato-filled apartments, and all the way on the other side of the world to you fat, stupid, lazy Americans. I am Yuri Grabbabeech for Communist United News Transmission Service and Etep Woking's Place to Be Reviews.
Подтверждаем команду, не